I accepted a job offer that included $4 million of stock options at a software company. How the heck am I doing what I'm doing? I failed high school. There are 5 power moves that really transformed my life that I think you should know about. Stick around to the end because it was the 5th move that got me to the real money. So whether you want to make millions of dollars or travel the world or simply just be a boss, this message is for you. The first thing I did was start selling something. There aren't a lot of options for people like me without college degrees or graduating high school. Only thing I knew is I wanted to be rich, so I had to start somewhere. I had all the ambition in the world, I just didn't have the degrees or the work ethic to back it up. So I started selling cars. Now the thing is, when I started selling cars, I was very bad. Like I sucked bad. So how bad were you, maybe you're wondering? Well, I was making under the minimum wage. It was so bad to the point where the corporate controller had to come downstairs and tell me, hey, if you don't start selling cars soon, we're gonna have to do something because of the numbers of hours you're working. It's technically under minimum wage. I'm so thankful I didn't quit because after a couple years of just failing at selling cars, I rose to being one of the top salesmen at the #1 Hyundai dealership in the entire country. So maybe you're like me and you feel like you're behind in your life and you should be a lot further than where you are right now. The good news is, in my own experience, I can tell you that success has a bias toward action. If you know what it is that you want to do, don't just sit around and sulk about your situation. Go make a power move. Start your thing today. Even if it's for free, start working at your dream. For me, I knew I wanted to make money, so I had to sell something. Start today. Power move number 1, start moving. Power move number 2, the second thing I did was I started networking. After selling cars and having some success there, I got a tech sales job by networking with some people on LinkedIn. I knew I eventually wanted to get like a family, and not work 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. It's like just not sustainable if you want to be, have a happy family. So I started exploring the world of tech and software on my own. Eventually I was able to connect with a friend of my cousin on LinkedIn. That's the cool thing about LinkedIn. You can connect with people. And the reason we connected, I saw that she had the job title that I was looking for in the tech space. It was a software sales job. So I reached out asking her for some advice. And even though I was wildly unqualified, didn't graduate college or have any of the basic requirements, I'm glad I didn't quit or give up because this is what led her to inviting me to interview for this job. Do you realize you're only one connection away from your dream life? However, if you're only talking to your same friends and family and you're expecting something to change, you got to understand, you got to get out of your own comfort zone and talk to people who are where you want to go. I don't care if you live in Antarctica. As long as you have an internet connection, there are thousands of people who are already doing what you want to do. Start networking now. This is power move number 2. Next move is start your masterpiece. I mastered my job. I became obsessed with getting better. This is what got me to a management job. I had already been successful as an individual salesman in tech. What got me to my next level, what got me to managing my first team was becoming obsessed. Truth is, I've always been slightly insecure about how different I was than the people I work with. Like I'm a black man, I don't have any degree, and I was working with people who had bachelor's degrees and master's degrees. I decided in order for me to succeed, I needed an edge somehow. So I began to obsess over how to get better, reading sales books about leadership, taking courses online about personal development. So while my competition stopped their education after they graduated college, I was transforming into a sales and leadership beast. I was smashing my quota, right? I was teaching people all the things around me that I was learning through these books and these courses. This is what got me into a management role in the tech space. I'm so thankful that I didn't allow my intimidation or insecurity to keep me from my destiny. I used it as fuel to push me forward. Start mastery today. Where you started isn't going to determine where you finish. Become obsessed. Start getting better now. Do the extra stuff today. At least that's what worked for me. Now, power move number 4. Start following so you can learn to lead. What I did, I got a mentor who showed me the path to success in corporate America, right? Which I knew nothing about. I was in management, leading a team of 8 people in sales, but I felt like I was being overlooked. I know I was consistently outperforming my peers, but I wasn't getting the same opportunities that they were. And I'll be honest, like at first, I blame my circumstances. like the way that I look, or maybe the way that I talk. I don't sound like the rest of these people. Or maybe even the lack of my formal education, right? I didn't have the degree. I knew I needed a guide, someone who already was where I wanted to be, and somebody that would be brutally honest with me about where I stand. He told me, look, dude, your numbers are amazing, but you got to work on your executive presence. I interpret it as corporate speak for you need to be less hip hop and more business. My style got me to where I was managing 8 people, but it wasn't going to take me to the point where I could be leading hundreds. For a company to trust me to lead over 100 people, I needed to transform yet again. I'm so glad I didn't quit. They weren't giving me a chance to level up. I would have missed out on the $4 million offer that changed my life. So what did I do? I followed my mentor's advice. Start following a mentor today. Actively seek out counsel from people who've been where it is that you want to go. No matter what it is that you're accomplished, you have the ability to stand on the shoulders of giants. Whatever has been done out there, people have wrote a book on it. They've recorded a video about it, right? There's different things you can do, which leads me to my next topic. Power move number 5, start becoming. I had to become a leader capable of leading over 100 people at a $20 billion company. Long before they'd ever give me that opportunity, I needed to become that person first. I had to change myself, my habits. I had to change my friends in order to level up. The successful people that I knew in my life that were making tons of money, they all woke up early, they worked out, they didn't spend their time on things like entertainment like the regular people did on Netflix and social media. I had to get off social media and had to stop watching TV. I started reading more books, working out, and applying feedback from my mentor. I want to say less than like a few months after I met with my mentor, I started these changes in my personal life, and that's when I got my promotion. I kid you not. It was like once I became the kind of person who was capable of leading that many people, they gave me the shot. I'm so glad I didn't allow my old habits to determine my new future. I started becoming the person before I got the job. So if you got something that you want to be, start becoming that kind of person who's accomplished what you want to accomplish now. This is what's going to supercharge your results. Maybe you're looking for your dream job. I have a whole video about how to land your dream job using my exact same strategies. To check out that video, go ahead and click this video right here on your screen.